CBS Sports,
Ooh.
Sheehan, I don't know, not going to even say his last name, made a list this summer ranking
Let me give it a try. Jayaraja.
J.R. Raja. Yeah.
Jayaraja.
This is the Big 12 coaches ranked 1 through 16, according to CBS Sports, Sheehan J for short. I have some thoughts on this list. A lot of people too high, some people too low. But there are a couple people that are right on the money. I'm a little surprised to see Matt Campbell number 1, considering he's never won the conference. That's a little shocking to me. I know he's like a hot name to go out there to be a coach at like, Michigan or somewhere else, but number 1 in the Big 12, when you got multiple other coaches that have won the conference or the conference they used to be in, is a little shocking to me, Kenny. It really is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of people I think that could fit that number 1 slot. If you would have told me like 4 other coaches that I'm thinking of, I would have been like, okay, that makes sense. This one is not one of those 4 though.
No,
I would have never thought
I would put Campbell
this
5.
one. Yeah, Matt Campbell is definitely not the worst. Definitely in the top half for sure. But as far as number 1, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Who's your number 1? Who's your 1 through 5? Let me hear your 1 through 5.
Look, I know people are really going to hate me for saying this. Okay. I already know the comments are coming in. All right. But there's a lot of context behind.
Let me hear it. Just spit it out. Just spit it out, Ken.
Chris Kleiman has to be my number 1. Has to be my number 1. Look, he's the only coach that has at least 8 wins, which has only been done by like a few other programs in the country. He is consistent.
8 wins every year for like the last 4 years is what you're saying.
Yeah, 4 or 5. I can't remember I think it's actually longer than that. I think it's like 6.
It's 5 out of the last 6 and 4 straight.
Yeah. No one counts the COVID year. No one counts it. And then literally he got a Big 12 championship title in 2022, and he has been the favorite, or at least in contention, the last 2 years after that. I mean, he is just like we say, consistent. And that's what you want out of a coach, is like consistency. You don't want like those highs and lows to happen. But as a guy who came from the bottom, and has worked his way up, he is, I think has like one of the better minds for football. Like he has a really good outlook on it. I like what he does in press conferences. There's some times that I wish he could be a little bit, he could give us that more rawness that like a guy like Kenny Dillingham does, or like Mike Gundy does. But he does have that. But he also is reserved, and he is respectful. And I like his interviews from what I hear from him. And then just look at the results. The results don't lie. Okay. I mean, they just don't lie. And we'll see. We'll see what happens after this year. But I think you got to put him at least 1 or 2. And again, I've got 4 candidates that could be number 1.
Shout out to Thongway real quick, though. He said not necessarily a Gundy homer, but I would at least have him in the top 5. Yeah, I agree. I have him in my top 5. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
I would argue that he is another one of those that 4 that I'm thinking of. I think, okay, I'm just going to give you the 4 that I think could be number 1.
Okay.
Chris Kleiman, Kalani Sitake, Mike Gundy, and I would even put Willie Fritz in there. I would think those 4.
Wow, dude. We only have 1 that's the same.
I mean, you could say Kenny Dillingham. I think like he brings a lot of fire to
He's
it,
in my top 5.
But I think he's just too. The thing is, I think he's too young right now. I think you got to give him some more years. Okay. Does he bring the energy? Oh, you better believe it. He brings the energy. I love his enthusiasm. But he did like that was really controversial what he did. Where he was cussing out the ref, and that was not a good look.
Yeah, against BYU.
That shows his the growing pains that he still needs to take.
Sure.
But I definitely believe, Willie Fritz, on the other hand, kind of fits in that same category as like Chris Kleiman. There, he coached everywhere he's been. Is like has turned into a winning program.
Yeah.
Like literally every team that he's moved to has went from a horrible program to a winning program. And so results don't lie, man. Like I'm just saying. And like you can't say enough about Kalani Sitake. Every coach has literally praised this man. Like they say he's the best in the game, best for college football ever. Like every coach has praised this guy. So that's when okay, what's that quote? That's that who said that quote where if you're good, then you'll say that you're good, but when you're great, everyone will say that you're great.
I don't know who said that, but I've heard that before.
Right? Yeah. Like when you're good, you'll say that you're good, but when you're great, everyone else will tell you that you're great. And that's kind of where I'm getting this idea for Kalani is that, it just seems like everybody else is talking about how great he is as a coach and how great he is as a person. And so that has to be up. He has to be at least top 3 for me. But yeah, for me, like I'm a homer. What are you going to do? This, KSU Nation, Chris Kleinman's number 1.
I agree. I actually had him number 1 on mine as well. I'm not going to keep going on that. Copy and paste everything you said. Obviously, K-State's favored to be, the Big 12 champs this year. He's already won a conference title, 10 wins a couple of years ago, bunch of 4 and 5-star players, which has not been happening at K-State in forever. 8 wins, 4 straight years, 5 of the last 6 years, a bunch of NFL players, all of that. Yeah, he's number 1 on my list as well. My number 2 is the same as this list. It is Kyle Whittingham. I mean, you cannot knock his past success. Yes, last year was a bad year, but I would still put him number 2 going into the year. Now, my list is based off of what they've done in the past and how their team is going to look this year as well. It's kind of 50-50, right? And then number 3, yeah, I got Mike Gundy up there. I mean, I think he's proven that he's a winner. He's proven that he can coach at this level. He's proven how good Oklahoma State can be. I mean, if we had the 12-team CFP, in the last 15 years, he would have went to it a bunch of times, I think he's a great coach. I'm really interested to see how his team is going to respond after a 3-9 season. My number 4 is Kenny Dillingham. Was it just a one-hit wonder, or, are we going to see some more good teams this year and beyond? Who knows? We don't know, but I still think he's a pretty good coach, turning a team that was picked last into the conference winner and almost going, into the semifinals of the CFPs last year. And then my number 5 would be Matt Campbell. I think he's a good coach, not a great coach. I think Kalani Sitake has what it takes to be in the top 5. I want to see a little bit more from him. I want to see how he does. Can he win a Big 12 conference championship? Can he get to the CFPs? All of that. I would not have Deion Sanders in my top 8. I think,
dude,
I think this was a one-hit wonder. We'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah, Kalani, man. Like, okay, the first year BYU was in the Big 12. They were out physical. What did Kalani do? He's like, we're going to be
They are very physical. I do agree.
He's like, we're going to change. He's like, we're going to be a much more physical team than we were the year before. And what happened? They had a 10-win season. Like, so that, that's coaching. That is nothing but coaching for me. I think Deion needs to be way lower.
Yeah. I have him number 11.
Yeah, I Mike Gundy needs to be higher for sure. Lance Leipold, I don't know why he's number 4. That makes no sense to me.
No, he should be. I have him number 7.
Yeah, he's a good coach, but
number 4 above a guy that just won the conference last year. What? That does not make sense.
Yeah, not feeling that. The one I will agree with is I agree with 16 actually.
I also agree with 16.
Brett Brennan definitely needs to be down there for sure.
I don't even think I spelled his name right. I think it's Brennan, not Brannon. That's my bad.
Brannon.
Trying to make this graphic real quick. He doesn't even deserve that. Name spelled correctly. It happens.
Yeah. And then we got the 2 Scotts. I don't really hate that.
No.
I think maybe Scott Satterfield. Yeah.
I had Satterfield 15 and Frost 14.
Yeah, I would switch those. Joey McGuire, that's wild, man.
I had him number 10.
That's a little low, I think. Dave Aranda is, I don't know. I think Sonny Dykes needs to be lower just because he's a crybaby. No offense,
I mean, he
TCU
did go to the
fans.
CFPs, a couple years ago,
Yeah,
and he beat
yeah,
Michigan. But
yeah.
it's kind of been downhill since. Though last year, they had a better year, but it kind of feels like that was mostly because of their schedule. But who knows? We're going to find out this year, obviously.
Yeah, I think. Look, when you're a Texas school, I mean, you're bound to be able to get some really good players every now and again. And Sonny Dykes is a good coach. I feel like he complains too much. He's a kind of a whiner, in my opinion.
They're not
Uh,
a tough physical team, man. They're just not.
yeah,
They are
yeah,
just like their. What do we always say? The players feed off their coaches, and he is a crybaby, and they are not a
yeah,
tough physical team, man. They're just not.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They just are not there. I'm surprised Willie Fritz is so low, but I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to match the program with the coaching, and I think that's really messed up to do because, I mean, in a sense, you have to. I get that, but like Willie Fritz just started, like I
And
mean,
I
like
think that's
it's
why he's in the bottom half. And I
yeah, yeah,
too have him in the bottom half. I'm interested to see how good they're going to be this year. If they have a great year, he's going to move in the top half of the league. But he hasn't proven
yeah.
it at the Big 12 level yet.
Yeah. Overall, this list is like okay. I wouldn't
It's not a great
I
list,
wouldn't
but it's not a bad list.
yeah, it's not a bad list. You can make arguments here and there. But I definitely don't understand number one
No,
being Matt Campbell, but Matt Campbell is a good coach. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He's very, very good. I just don't think he's number one. I think
I
you have to
agree.
be way more consistent season in and season out, like over a course of you know since you've started to like really hone in. And I just don't think he's shown that consistency as good as the other ones that we've mentioned. So
My top four are all coaches that have won their conference before. Matt Campbell is not in that top four because he's not done that. I have him number 5. So I
there
agree with
you
what
go.
you're saying, man. I really do. And that's
Yeah.
looking at the Big 12 coaches and ranking them.
I'm bleeding purple. Every man I